are loaded at the wind farm way down in South Texas. If you look to the right, I have Mexico over there. So we cannot go to Mexico. We have to go to Tennessee. Take these here crane parts back to their home because they want to go home for the holidays. This is another pretty good sized wind farm down here. It's about, I want to say it's about 10 miles back in the sticks off the main road, and it's a lot better than the last one we did down here. Well, that was a lot further west, but these roads are a far cry nicer than what those other ones were. There are no go paths here. All nice dirt. This here coming over the crane pads, this is the sketchiest part of the whole thing. So we got hydraulic pump and a motor, non-hazmat, because it's less than, what is it, 999 pounds or gallons, or less than 1,000 gallons. So no hazmat concerns there, which is good because I usually don't dink with it. I haven't messed with it since I moved over to platform from dry van like 3 years ago. So then we got it's not a boom. This is the first time I've hauled it. It's not real big, but it's heavy. It's like 25,000 and change. And it's a, what's it called? Tip up, or, well, that's ice fishing. It's something like that though, but then I've got two pretty good sized cylinders. Those are up on the deck, and then I got like a 3x3 or 4x4 plastic tote with miscellaneous hoses and whatnot in it. Oh, hey, let's miss that here. Okay, try again, rookie. So yeah, I got a plastic tote up on the deck. It's got hoses and whatnot in it. I got 2 cylinders, that tip up boom thing, and the hydro tank on the back. But if you've ever wondered what it's like driving around a wind farm, this is what it's like. It's dirty. Great crew down here though, man. It was nice. Guys were cracking up jokes, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, they helped throw straps, helped throw chains, and it was all right. I figured, heck, they just want to get the heck out of here, but they went to work on the one they were putting. I don't know if they're replacing the blades or pulling the blades down, or adapting and servicing, I suppose. But that's what we're doing. How much time? We got 5-6 hours to drive yet, so that's happy, joy. I don't have to be to Memphis till Monday morning, so be easy squeezy trucking this week, fellers. Good Lord, it's hot down here. 78 degrees in near Mexico, USA. Boy, I tell you, that'll spoil a little guy right there. Think thin, be thin, baby. Nailed it. Look at that. Now, let's see, how directionally challenged we are to get the heck on out of here. Yeah. Because the great Google, she don't work out here. She thinks we're out in the middle of nowhere, which, yeah, technically we're out in the middle of nowhere. Good Lord, I'm thirsty. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff right there. Water. H2O. It's waiting. Oh, look at the deer. Fast food, baby. That's a buck, a little buck. I guess they're all little down in Texas. They don't get big like they do at home. Yep, there goes my dear Wellington right there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was up there at the check-in point at the very beginning of this here wind farm, just hanging out, waiting for them to come and fetch me because they were unloading. They had 3 blade trucks up in here. Now you imagine them great big blades running down the interstate that you see. Yep, that's right. That's how these are the same roads they use to get in here. It's pretty cool watching them do it. I didn't see them do it here, but I've seen them down in Missouri, that big wind farm they got east of Rockport there. Watched them haul them in and out of there. The cells, bread boxes is what I call them. It's the great big gear box way at the top of them poles. That comes in on a 13 axle perimeter setup. Those are pretty cool. But yeah, that's the same roads they use, man. It's pretty cool. Someday, baby steps. Baby steps. We'll get there. I don't know if I'll ever haul any of that kind of big stuff, but boy, I'd like me like a 40, 45 ton triple axle RGN. Maybe even extendable. That would be pretty cool. Or a Tridem low pro. That'd be all right. I wouldn't turn that down neither. So got to get this here hot rod paid for first before we start thinking about seriously upgrading. I got to work through SD3 and get moved up to SD4. So we got goals for this here year. It's just going to be leveling up our rating. That's what we're focusing on for this year, this coming year. Right now we're just trying to finish out the year strong. So yeah, we've got about half a tank's worth of fuel, and that's good for probably, I don't know, probably 400, 450 miles. So I've got enough fuel to figure out how to get out of this wind farm. I'll send up smoke signals if I need some assistance. The roads sound like they're pretty rough, but they're really not. Some genius forgot to take his plate and turning table out of the microwave again. But on a side note, these wind farm roads are actually smoother than any given road in Indiana and Illinois. True story. True story. And a good majority of I-70 across Missouri, but they're working on that one pretty good. Yeah, we've got 79 degrees on the dash here, so it was lovely. It'd have been better if they wouldn't have made me wear pants. I much prefer wearing shorts. Show off my chicken sticks. I just like them because you can move around so much better getting up and down off the deck. Pants are alright, I understand. They protect my chicken sticks, but boy, I'd much rather be able to have a little more mobility. aluminum. Cause she be a dirty. Let's see, left or right? Left or right? What does the magical 8-ball say? Oh, there's another deer. Don't run, honey. You probably didn't see that one on camera, but she right there, probably the same one, but that counts as 2. She went down into that thicket right there. Oh, there she is. I'd much rather see the deer than what I seen at that last wind farm. Boy, there's rattlesnakes there. I didn't really care for that too ungodly much. Yep, come out. Yeah, it was about this time of day, I suppose. Come out of that wind farm back up onto the Blacktop Highway and found a big old stick laying across the road because it was asphalt, you know. I was going to get over so I don't run over the stick, you know. Potentially pop a tire or something like that. I'm like, holy crap, that stick's moving. And I went to the shoulder there, and I didn't get out of the truck. I just rolled down my window and rolled up on it. And boy, he coiled up, and he was all kinds of angry. And he figured out I wasn't going to do nothing to him, and he slithered off into the grass, which we both thought that was a fantastic idea for him to do. Low clear out here in the boonies. I like doing this kind of stuff though. It feels like prestigious, if you will. Yeah, that's a rattling back there. Good Lord. Thought I was going to be a smart feller there and last probably 15 minutes or so I was tying down. I jumped up, started the truck. Thought I was going to be smart, get the AC running, get her nice and cool in here. And jumped out of the truck, finished tying down, put all my gear away, jumped back up into the truck. You brilliant person. You was in the cold the last couple of days, so the heat was still on. It was, man, you could have cooked something back there in the old sleeper. Pretty cool. I enjoy it. It's definitely something different. There's always something different though. You get to see, you know, cool and unique things with the reefers and the dry vans and whatnot too. Like, you know, you go up into the caves and whatnot in Missouri. That's pretty cool. I've done that once with a dry van, but tour and stuff. Okay, there is. That should be Z7. Yeah, bingo, Z7 on that pole right there. I know exactly where I'm at. Ooh, steaks. Look at them steaks. Wonder if they missed one of those. I was hungry. Yep, so far it all looks like we're going the same way. I remember that bush and that tumbleweed right there. I distinctly remember that. Yep, there's another deer. That's a different buck right there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, but he was right there in that shadow, went into that trees, just right there. suppose if you're a landowner out here, even though there's a wind farm, I suppose you could hit. There's another deer right there. That was a doe. Maybe that was his girlfriend. I suppose, though, you could probably hunt down here. I don't know if they'd let you rifle hunt, though, with all them fellas working on the windmills and whatnot. But it's Texas. They probably don't care. Yeah, this is a way nicer road than the last wind farm I was on. Boy, that last wind farm, good Lord. I think that was built when the Pilgrims were using it. Boy, she was pretty rough. Yep, I know where we're at. This is S-Curve right by Danger Gate. Cattle crossing great things. You gotta be careful going through those. You gotta watch them mirrors, especially when you got the old fixed spread like what I do, because she doesn't follow around as quick as the tandems do. So you gotta swing her wide, give herself plenty of real estate back there for that trailer to get back around, or you'll be running stuff over. And those steel poles, you don't want to be doing that. That'd be all kinds of bad right there. This here should be our left. I believe so. They got a pretty tall fence right there. I wonder if they... Nah, that ain't tall. I don't know. I bet the deer could jump that. I didn't notice that coming in. That could be. Pretty easy to tell if anybody's a coming. You just gotta watch for the ginormous dust cloud, man. I gotta find me a streaking beacon or something on the way out of here, because good Lord. She be a dirty now. Real interesting when trying past trucks coming in and coming out. I had to go right because the wind was out of the south. Felt bad for them trucks coming out because they were catching their dust in my dust, man. You couldn't see either one of the trucks. Then trying to follow that guy in there. He's in a white truck too, so I give up after a while and just let him get ahead so you can kind of follow the tornado dust cloud. Way out here. We got a few miles to go to get out yet. Stop on the way out, check our securement, make sure we're good to go, since, you know, this is nice and smooth coming out of here, obviously. Cinch everything back down, and if anything's come looser, you know, I say I got one chain that's worked its way loose just a little bit. It's not like it's flopping or anything, but I can see it moving just a twig, so we'll cinch that old girl down. I kind of figured they would, because that tank is clear on the tail end of the trailer, so. Yep, and away we go. not to do that. A nice looking buck right there. Could have had us some din right there. That'd have been some deer Wellington right there. I want to make me some deer Wellington. I have everything but the deer. I have no deer. Maybe next year. Only went out a handful of times this year. Mike's, that's all I went out. I didn't take off near as much time this year as what I've been the last couple of years, but got that old truck payment now, man. You gotta keep yourself busy in case something happens. So we've been staying busy. I am definitely going back down to Oklahoma and going all the time again. Definitely doing that because that is an adrenaline rush. Try and sneak up on those hogs with a bow. Figure I'm going to take my bow and my rifle this year because I ain't going home without one this year. Last year I did that. Just took my bow down there and thought for sure I'd get you. I come pretty close, but I got busted. But I ain't going to do that this year. I'm going to take my bow the first day, see how it goes, and if I get one, I'm going to take my rifle the next day because I ain't shot nothing with that new rifle. I got a Henry 4570 government. Just sitting in the old safe downstairs. Just sitting there. Haven't even chambered a shell in that thing yet. Oh geez, I said shell. That is not the proper terminology. It's supposed to be cartridge. People tend to lose their mind if we call it a shell and not a cartridge. I'll call it a shell if I want to. Yeah, got that one last year for Christmas from Mama. I should have taken that down there this year. That would have been pretty cool, but I really, really wanted to spot and stop with the archery here. But it's a lot harder than what they make it look like on TV. I'll tell you that. They got pretty good noses. Their eyesight isn't real hot as far as being able to pick things out. They can pick up movement really good though. Got good hearing, but it's freaking cool. You try and stalk up on a pack of pigs, get them within 20 yards on foot. That'll get your old heart pumping right there. Are you gonna get one, or are you gonna make him mad and he wants to eat you? I tell you what, man, them things are freaking fast. Holy crap, are they fast? And really, you get them up close. Like the boy shot one, and my brother-in-law shot one. And you get them up close and look at them, it's like, man, them are the most god-awful, ugly things you'll ever see. They got big old dust hanging out of their cheeks, and it's like, that's pretty cool. We made sausages and everything out of them when we got them home. They're pretty lean. They're not like domesticated porkers. So we just cut them 50-50 with pork butts from the old Costco and use whatever, to remain, you know, so you can taste it a little bit more. We didn't taste any. I didn't think they taste any different than regular old pork, but we mixed it, you know, 50-50, just for the fact that they were so lean. But you can probably cut that back to probably 60-40, I bet, even maybe as far as 70-30. But it's good though. I enjoyed it. We'll go back down and do it again. Pretty sure that was our last cattle crossing right there, though. I'm almost pretty sure of it. The guy that led me in here when I come in, though, I told him, it's like, mate, you weren't joking. It was way back in here. It's like, oh, we're only about halfway in. It goes another 15 miles yet, almost to the Gulf Coast there, the Gulf of America. And I know it's the Gulf of America because that's what it says on the map. Hey, I didn't name it. Get stopped up here, man. I gotta grab me some snacks, have me a little snack break because I'm hungry. Gotta grab me a shake, some protein shakes because I'm thirsty. And all I taste is dirt. But it's Texas dirt, so it's supposed to be good for you. Yeah, these are pretty good little roads here. It's like the ones they did up there in Missouri when they did all those wind towers last year. They did all fresh, brand new white rock roads. Well, I can talk, I can tell you. Yeah, they did all white rock. That were really nice roads. They had, of course, that was a brand new wind farm. They was putting everything up brand new up there, so all new roads. And then they had pumper trucks running back up and down all the gravel roads, all the white rock. Oh, good Lord! All the white rock roads, just hosing them roads down and watering them, you know, keep the dust down. That was pretty nice. It was all corn up there, you know, so it wasn't just nice and open like it is down here. You get back into them roads, because them roads go right through cornfields. And there ain't no wind in there, and holy Lord, does it get hot up in there. It's just like a big old maze getting in and out of there with the corn rows. You follow your escort, you wait for your escort, you don't leave without your another deer. You don't leave without your escort. What we got there? Another buck? Yeah. Come on now, don't you be attempting me. That's a nice buck right there. Making a feller hungry there, but good Lord, you shoot one down in here, man, that stuff is thick. Better just be better off dumping one right in the old neck and dropping him. you go. Y'all could say you've been driven around on the wind farm now. So you've had an exciting Thursday, which, well, I don't know what day it really is for you, because I don't know what day I'm going to upload this. Some genius, same guy that left the microwave plate up there, forgot his laptop in the vehicle, so it's going to be hard to do a nice edit job, or at least a nice for me edit job. Yeah, see what I mean? You get that dust coming, it's like, man, I can't see nothing. Alrighty, I'm gonna pull over here like we own the place. We're gonna check our securement. All that good stuff, and we're gonna be getting on out of y'all. Alright, thanks for the ride. Bye bye now.